The trombone player comes home. This is Staccato from the 2nd Street Dreams Audio Network. I'm Jude Gibson. Some of you listening right now have been to a live jazz concert, so you know how it feels to hear musicians at the top of their game playing the music you love to hear. That's how musician first class David Kapral feels when he's playing his trombone with the US Navy Band Commodores, the Navy's premier jazz ensemble. You're listening to them right now. The band is coming to town with this hometown lad. David Kapral is a 2014 graduate of Dripping Springs High School and studied at UT.
I was at UT. I'd been going for 4 years, and I kind of just had this looming sense over my head, like, what am I going to do? A lot of what musicians have to do nowadays is marketing themselves, like doing gigs that they know nothing about, all that sort of thing. That gave me a great deal of anxiety.
But then, while at UT, he entered an Army band competition, then another competition. That's when the Navy called.
I got a message from Benjamin Ford, the lead trombonist in the Navy Band Commodores. And he said, "Hey, I heard that you're one of the finalists in this competition. We have an opening in the Commodores. I think you should join us because it's a great gig." And I'm like, "Oh, cool." That was exciting.
And don't think he just played himself into the U.S. Navy Band Commodores. He joined the Navy and did basic training, just like everyone else. Then he reported for duty with the band in the D.C. area.
They offered me the job, and I was like, whoa. They were showing me all sorts of, like, this is where you're going to work. This is what the area is like. We have a great metro system. I was excited about that because I don't drive much. The stars aligned, and I finally was like, well, this is what I'm going to do.
It was destined to be. He came from a military musical family. As part of their tour, the U.S. Navy Band Commodores, with Dripping Springs' own David Kapral, will perform at his old high school on November 3rd. Is this the first time you have come home to the Austin area since you've been a member of the band?
This is my first time coming back to Texas in an official work capacity. We'll be doing a performance in Dripping Springs on the 3rd of November. I do have a couple of solos.
Do you want to do a shout out to anybody in particular?
Shout out to my wife. I guess definitely, if I haven't already, shout out to my parents for, taking me out to the sessions and all that. Shout out to professors at UT, Professor John Mills. I guess I would have to do a shout out to Professor Jeff Helmer. A lot of my work ethic, like the positive aspects of my work ethic, came from doing marching band in high school. A lot of my volume came from marching band as well. Mr. Woods at the time was the assistant band director, Derek Woods.
Okay.
He's now the head band director. Mr. Keith Lancaster retired recently. He was always the man on the tower looking at our formation, seeing like, hey, you're not on your dot.
That's Staccato. I'm Jude Gibson on the 2nd Street Dreams Audio Network on 2ndstreetdreams.com.